You're sitting in a high-end restaurant in the Zona Rosa district of Bogota, white tablecloths, a 200 bottle of Malbec, and a view of the city that feels like a prize. Across from you is a man who officially doesn't exist, representing a network that moves more capital than some mid-sized European nations. You aren't here to buy drugs or weapons. You are here to perform a miracle. You are here to make the story of the money disappear. You weren't always a criminal. 10 years ago, you were the golden child at a top-tier financial consulting firm in London, billing $4.50 an hour for strategy work. You understood the global banking system the way a surgeon understands the circulatory system, every valve, every pressure point, every bypass. But meritocracy is a story for classrooms. Your father, a small-time business owner, got caught in a debt trap with the wrong people in Monterey. When they showed up at your apartment and told you that you could pay his debt with numbers instead of his blood, you realized that math is the only truth that matters. Now you are the most valuable and the most dangerous person in the room who doesn't carry a weapon. You don't pull triggers, you balance the books that buy the triggers. The first rule of money laundering is that clean is an illusion. The goal isn't to wash the money, it's to bury its origin in so much noise that the truth becomes a needle in a haystack the size of a continent. You start with placement. You don't walk into a bank with a duffel bag of cash that triggers a suspicious activity report faster than you can sign your name. Instead, you use ghost vendors. You create a cleaning company or an agricultural consulting firm that exists only on paper. You invoice $8,000 here, $12,000 there amounts, small enough to hide in the daily static of global commerce. Then comes layering. This is the art form. You route the funds through a shell company in Delaware, then to a trust in the British Virgin Islands, then to a restaurant in Miami that cooks its receipts to show phantom customers. You exploit the 72-hour window, the gap between when a wire transfer is approved and when it's fully verified by a human auditor. In those 3 days, the money moves through 4 countries and 3 different currencies. By the time an investigator in Washington flags the first transaction, the money is already sitting in an account in Panama or Dubai, registered to a dead man in Puebla. You've learned that the biggest vulnerability in any system isn't the software, it's the people. You use the credentials of senior managers who reuse passwords, or you find a banker who needs a miracle for his own debts. In this world, trust is a commodity nobody can afford, but everyone sells. By year 5, the old ways smurfing of cash and the physical transport of diamonds in jacket linings feel like archaeology. The network has evolved. You are now navigating digital disappearance. You work with specialist shackers recruited from Tokyo or former bank, guys who got caught skimming. Together, you build an infrastructure for blockchain laundering. You create untraceable wallets and use mixers to tumble stolen cryptocurrencies until its history is a blur. You realize that in the modern world, information is worth more than territory. You move into trade-based money laundering. You ship industrial machinery from Turkey to Jordan that is actually just crates of scrap metal, but the invoices are for millions. The manifests are rubber-stamped by harbor masters who are on a monthly salary of $4,000, paid through a chain of 6 intermediaries. You are now managing 4,000 people, indirectly truckers, lawyers, politicians, and chemists. You sit in meetings with senators who take cash and then hold press conferences about anti-cartel initiatives funded by the very assets you helped hide. The irony used to bother you now. It's just a data point on a spreadsheet. The danger of this life isn't the police, it's the math. You've seen 74 stories successfully erased, but you know that professional failure is often measured in millimeters. An aggressive prosecutor in Arizona once found a discrepancy in a seizure report, a half kilo, that vanished between the arrest and the evidence room. Or maybe it was a single tuition payment you made for your younger brother, wired through a money transfer service that caught a flag in a database in Washington, D.C. That single flag is a 1 centimeter of wood under a baseboard that you missed. It's the thread that, when pulled, unravels the entire sweater. Suddenly, the businessman you've been protecting stops inviting you to his ranch. People stop making eye contact in the hallways. You realize you become a liability. You think about running, you have the prepaid cards, the fake IDs, and the route through a small fishing port in Campeche where no one checks the crates. But running with a family isn't running, it's kidnapping. And you know that the cartel doesn't recruit with guns, they recruit with the silence of your mother's address. If you're lucky, you end up like the ghost. You live in a rented house in a small town in Oregon or a village in Belize under a name that isn't yours. You have a woman who loves you, but she loves a person who doesn't exist. Every conversation is a performance, a split-second audit of what you can say and what must stay buried. You sit on your porch and calculate your runway. You have enough money to live for 12 years of invisibility, but 12 years isn't forever. You watch the ferry come in, scanning every new face for the one that sits too straight or looks too familiar. The externality of your work finally hits you at 3:00 a.m. You didn't pull a trigger, but the billions you moved funded the suicide vests, the fentanyl labs, and the kill rooms bared with plastic sheeting. The distance between you and the blood is measured in columns and decimal points, but it's not actually distance at all. You are a library of erased stories, a map of things that never happened. You are the producer of the silence that allows the machine to keep running. That's a wrap. The story is fiction, but the launderers are real. Right now, in a high-rise office or a backroom clinic, someone is adding a comma to a document to justify $1 million that shouldn't exist. They think it's a on-time thing. They're wrong. If this made you think about the cost of clean money, drop a comment and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.